like to introduce to you all our presenter. One of our presenters tonight is Dr. Anade Shaver. She is the supervisor for college and career services with college, career, and student support here in Prince William County Schools. Ms. Shaver?
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here with you all this evening. And I'd like to go ahead and introduce my amazing co-presenters that will be talking with you as well. And I'll start with Alyssa Bridges. If you could introduce yourself.
Good evening. My name is Alyssa Bridges, and I'm the Administrative Coordinator for College and Career Counseling Services in Prince William County Public Schools, kindergarten through 12th grade. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'll pass it to Tracy.
Hi, everybody. I am Tracy Main, and I am Prince William County's middle school, college, and career specialist.
And I'd like to also have a special guest with us, Fernanda, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Of course. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fernanda Morante. I'm a senior at Forest Park High School, and I am also one of the student representatives for the school board, and I'm happy to share my input on the student vision profiles today.
Thank you so much, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to pull up our presentation that we have to share with you and get that started. Okay, here we go. Okay. So again, we are here this evening. My name is Dr. Anade Shaver, and we are here to share with you information about an exciting resource that will be coming soon to all of you. It is our Student Vision Profile, and we're excited to talk with you about it. So, as Ms. Boyd shared, I am the supervisor of college and career counseling services. I'm so excited to share with you this evening the new PWCS Student Vision Profile. Tonight, you will hear from several members of my team who have been instrumental in creating this resource. I hope that you will hear and feel our passion for the students of Prince William County and see that we are working hard to bring reality the Prince William County profile of a graduate. Our vision for students shown here is not just words for our team, it is a force which drives our work each day. In our time together this evening, we will walk you through the new resource we are prepared to launch for the very first time. As you may know, students are required to complete an academic career plan portfolio in elementary school and an academic and career plan in 7th grade. The creation of these plans and portfolios and the activities associated with them provide us with the content needed to create the Student Vision Profile. The work to create the Student Vision Profile was fueled by the Launching Thriving Future Strategic Plan. I would be remiss if we didn't mention that it is fueled by the passion and desire of two of our leaders in the division who are passionate with making sure that we are supporting our students and their dedication and the heart in this work. So this has been a vision of Dr. McDade and Dr. Flanard for creating the conditions for our team and so many in Prince William to engage in this important work. When we reflect upon our first commitment, learning and achievement for all, we see multiple goals tied to the information we will provide to students and families in the Student Vision Profile. We are turning up the volume on this work by ensuring that all students have opportunities to succeed in any post-secondary path they choose. Our third commitment, well, when we reflect on our second commitment, positive climate and culture, we see connections with the importance and relevance of the college and career planning that brings to the educational experience. Starting in kindergarten, our teachers, administrators, school counselors, and other support staff are planting seeds of hope. The hope for a better future has been proven to be one of the most important beliefs that can help any human being overcome adversity and trauma. When students see the connections between their classroom and learning and their thriving future, they become more engaged and are more likely to regularly attend school. It's just that simple. The Student Vision Profile report weaves together much of the work being done to promote a positive climate and culture in Prince William. Our third commitment, family and community engagement, is an essential theme in the work we completed to prepare the Student Vision Profile. This is our love letter to students and families of Prince William. It is designed with them in mind and will hopefully foster more engagement and understanding of the educational experience in Prince William County schools and the options for life after high school. You see, we have a goal in mind when delivering this information to students and families. We want to amplify and inform the conversations that occur around the dinner table, in the car, or in those sweet moments of time when children and families dream about their future. Our team is able to share this exciting resource because of our division's focus on the fourth commitment, organizational coherence. Here you see the names of many unsung heroes who work in Prince William. These are good people who care and find meaning in the work they do. Every name listed on this screen symbolizes a person who took their time and already busy schedule to support this work. Evenings, weekends, and early morning conversations have been occurring over the past few months. Our parent volunteers made space in their busy schedules to provide us input. This project was successful only because of the team approach and the coherence of the work and individuals across PWCS. I want to thank the directors who oversee each of the departments listed here, such as Dr. Sarah Martin, AJ Phillips, Dr. Amy Holub, Dr. Wendy Martin-Johnson, Diana Galata, Dr. Tim Neal, Dr. Ashley Cramp, and Dr. Lynn Colon. Their leadership also helped to create the conditions for this collaboration. The Student Vision Profile is a resource document that will be delivered to families of all students in grades 6 to 12 in the next couple of weeks, hopefully sooner. To create this profile, we brought together information from a variety of resources. Naviance is the platform we use to guide our college and career readiness planning behaviors. Starting in grade 6, students use this online tool to take assessments, create their academic career plan, and learn about themselves through self-discovery, career exploration, and to develop a plan for life after high school. Students view information about their career interest and post-high school education. My team works with all school counselors to ensure that activities are delivered to students within a developmental framework and a specific scope and sequence. We closely monitor the work completed at the school level to ensure that all students have an equitable experience, regardless of the school they attend. We have collaborated with an external vendor, Pearson Spotlight, to bring the Student Vision Profile report to life. The team at Spotlight supplements the work of our students with information about workforce trends and post-high school options. Finally, we use information found in Synergy, the student information system, to personalize each student vision profile. Student grade point average and college preparatory test scores will be included in each high school report. The Student Vision Profile document will be delivered electronically to all parents and guardians and students through Parent View and Student View account. We are partnering with our school parent liaisons to ensure that we are poised to support any parent guardian who does not yet have Parent View account. Parents, guardians, or students can navigate to the document section to view the report. The profiles will be translated into the desired correspondent languages for the top 9 languages spoken by Prince William County families. Parents and guardians will also receive an English copy of the profile. These documents were created to be viewed on a computer or tablet. In the document, students and families will find many embedded links which take them directly to resources to support their learning and post-high school planning. If necessary, the Student Vision Profile can be printed and viewed. Each school will have the capability to produce paper copies if requested. We are working day and night to prepare for the official launch of our first Student Vision Profile Report. In the next couple of weeks, all students and parents and guardians in grades 6 through 12 will receive an email from their school principal announcing the delivery of the profiles. In this email, there will be specific directions about how to access the document. We consider this first report delivered to be a personalized preview of what will become a resource that is sent to families twice per school year. Each time a report is delivered, readers will find the date of the data included in the report at the bottom of each page. For this initial report, the data used was as of December 2023. We understand that some data points may have changed during the time between our upload of the data to the delivery of the profile. We ask for everyone's patience as we embark on this new resource for students and families. We are committed to continuous improvement. A second updated version of the profile will be delivered at the end of the school year. It is our hope that students and families will be able to review the information over the summer months and consider how they can take steps to begin the planning process for life after high school. Summer vacations present a great opportunity to visit colleges in different areas and research careers of interest. In future years, the profile will be delivered to families in early January. The delivery date will coincide with the academic advising process, which we will now call the Student Vision Meeting. It is our hope that this tool will also support the process of choosing a specialty program and supplements the already existing information that is sent to all students and families. The Student Vision Profile reports will be used by our school counselors and career investigations teachers as they deliver a high-quality instructional experience to students. Because this is a new resource, we have a few innovative school counselors using the tool in academic advising this school year. In future years, it will become a standard resource used in the delivery of school counseling lessons at each grade level and individual and group student academic advising meeting. When the Student Vision profiles are delivered to families, they will see a direct link to our web page. This web page was designed to serve as a resource to navigate the document. Viewers will find links to feedback surveys to include translated versions of each survey, background information about the profile, sample documents for viewing, and tutorial videos that walk the viewer through the profile. An important part of this process is seeking feedback from our community. This is our first time creating a resource of this magnitude, and we are open to feedback. We see this as a tool that can be improved over time with the ultimate goal of becoming a one-stop shop for all middle and high school students. After students and families receive the profile report, we ask that they navigate to our webpage to provide feedback about their experience and the document. As Dr. McDade always tells us, we have to commit to getting better at getting better. And so now I will turn the presentation over to Tracy Main. Tracy serves as our middle school career counseling specialist. She works daily with middle school counselors across the county to ensure that every student has experiences to plan for their thriving future. Tracy will take the time to zoom into specific parts of the profile provided and provide in-depth information.
Thank you, Dr. Shaver. Good evening, families and students of Prince William County Schools. My name is Tracy Main, and I am pleased to be with you this evening to navigate the Student Vision Profile Report. On this slide, you will see a view of the first page of a profile report. I want to draw your attention to the yellow box on the right-hand side of the page. Throughout the student vision profile, you will see yellow boxes that provide cues for the steps that may be taken with the information presented. Much of what you find in this document is intended to be a conversation starter. We hope these proactive, reflective prompts will help families engage in meaningful conversations. In part of the document, you will see prompts to get moving, encouraging you to take an action. You will also see prompts to think about it, urging you to give some thought to the information presented. Finally, you will see prompts to explore resources, which you can do with the many web links that are embedded in the document. For our middle school students, the vision profile provides information about the work students are doing to explore their interests, likes, dislikes, and work style. In grade 5, students complete the Academic Career Plan Portfolio, the ACPP. Some of the ACPP data will transition to the middle school student vision profile document. When we zoom in, we see personalized information about our middle school student, Jane. Jane has indicated that she wants to pursue a career right after high school. Later in this document, Jane will see information about next steps she can take to start learning about this pathway. When Jane took the Career Key Assessment, which is a career personality inventory, she scored highest in the conventional area. This means that Jane likes to work with numbers or machines in an orderly way. Jane may want to think about career pathways that align with this aspect of her personality. Finally, we see Jane has a career interest in health sciences. Depending on the level of post-high school education that she chooses to pursue, she is presented with information about various health sciences careers. On page 2, we see Jane's top 3 career interests. Jane may want to consider these when thinking about which PWCS high school specialty program she wishes to apply to. When we zoom in, we see the map of PWCS and all the high schools with a listing of their programs. Jane can now see all of the options available to her, to include Governor's School at Innovation Park in Manassas and Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Fairfax. On page 3, we see a variety of action steps. Jane's action steps are tailored to match her chosen pathway plan. Since Jane selected the career pathway plan, there is a check mark next to that chosen pathway. Let's zoom in to see more. Because Jane is in middle school, we see information about steps she should take to ensure a successful transition to high school. Jane is being urged to look at options for taking a high school credit course while in middle school. Jane has many opportunities to learn about PWCS offerings by attending various college and career-related events and applying to a specialty program. Jane should also plan to attend any available high school transition events to help minimize stress and confusion. Finally, Jane should continue to refine her study habits to ensure academic success. On the final page of the middle school profile, we see important information about the PWCS profile of a graduate. We want Jane to know who she will be poised to be based on her experience in PWCS. Let's zoom in to see more. Jane needs to build a good foundation, and these mission-critical launch pads will help her do just that. Jane and her family members are encouraged to attend PWCS family engagement events and can click right here to browse our offerings and register. Jane is reminded about the importance of good attendance. Jane can learn more about what she will need to do in high school to earn a diploma. And finally, Jane can quickly access free tutoring services when needed through paper online tutoring. Anytime the school division makes changes to the free tutoring services available to students, new and updated information will appear here. I will now turn the presentation over to my colleague, Alyssa Bridges, who serves as the Administrative Coordinator for College and Career Counseling Services. Alyssa will take you on a journey through our sample high school student vision profile.
Thank you, Tracy. Good evening, PWCS families and students. As Tracy shared, my name is Alyssa Bridges, and I'm excited to be with you this evening. Now we're going to walk through our high school student vision profile. On page 1, you see a variety of information about our student, John. Let's zoom in to see more. John has a grade point average of 4.09. This is a great start, and he gets a positive message to support his hard work. The GPA included in the student vision profile is calculated at the end of each academic year and includes only grades from completed courses. John is currently on track with his graduation status. Other students may see approaching on track or off track on his profile. By clicking the words graduation status, John and his family can enter parent view or student view to see exactly where he stands towards meeting his graduation requirements. Any student who is off track or approaching on track is being monitored by school staff as a part of our tiered graduation support initiative. John is planning to go to college to earn a bachelor's degree, and his profile will give him lots of ideas for next steps. John is interested in a career in health sciences and will receive information about that pathway in his profile. Finally, John's top strength, as reported from his strength assessment, is achieving. At the bottom of each page, you will see a date to represent when the data was pulled for each report. On the next page, we will see more information about John. We also see career pathway recommendations based on his interests. Let's zoom in to see more. In-depth information about John's learning style is only a click away. We see his Myers-Briggs personality type with a short description. John is an extrovert who is flexible and tolerant. Finally, we see information about John's chosen career cluster and his Holland personality type as artistic, which is a research-based career classification. On this next page, we see more information that's personalized about John, encouraging him to dream big and reflect on his best fit for life after high school. John receives information about the PWCS college admission profile, where he can compare his own GPA and SAT score. Let's zoom in. John has worked hard in his high school years. We can see that his GPA has increased steadily each year. In the circle, John is provided a visual representation of his GPA and how his grades are impacting his GPA in preparation for applying to college during the first semester of his senior year. This knowledge is essential to John's planning and vision for a thriving future. I will now turn the presentation back to Dr. Shaver to share information about the Applied Studies Diploma profile.
Thank you, Alyssa. It's important to know that the Student Vision Profile provides useful information for all students and families. In support of our first commitment, Learning and Achievement for All, we have created a unique version of the profile for our high school students who are pursuing the Applied Studies Diploma. As you can see here, we have the same tips for families to use the document as we provide an enhanced unique glossary of terms that are related to the transition process afforded to all of our students with disabilities. Let's zoom in. Here we see that Jerry is on track towards pursuing the Applied Studies Diploma. Each year, his Individualized Education Program, or IEP, is updated to ensure that goals are set to match his interests for a thriving future. Our transition specialist will use the Student Vision Profile document when meeting with students and families to complete the student's transition plan. Jerry has multiple career interests as shown here to include manufacturing and marketing. I want to point out a specific example found in Jerry's report that other students and families may see in their profile. Jerry has not yet taken the Strengths Explorer assessment. This may happen when a student transfers into Prince William County Schools after a time which this assessment was administered. In Jerry's case, he enrolled in PWCS in 10th grade, after the time which this assessment would have been required. Jerry shouldn't worry. If you see an assessment has not been taken and therefore results are not available, we have provided a link to take you directly to that assessment. Any student may complete any unfinished assessment on their own time or may even work with their teacher or counselor to take a missed assessment. On this page, we see information about specific skills that we want Jerry to master before he leaves PWCS. We also see career information. Let's zoom in. Jerry has been provided information about jobs that are found in one of his chosen pathways. Jerry may consider going directly to the career after high school or may desire to seek further education. We have provided links to recommended colleges that Jerry may wish to consider. The colleges listed here would have programs of interest for Jerry. By studying this section, Jerry can also see how more education may mean more money in his pocket. On this page, we find helpful information about community resources who stand ready to support Jerry and his family. Let's zoom in to take a look. Jerry has been provided direct links and phone numbers or emails for resources listed on this page. Jerry will see he has local and state resources he can use to connect with the launch of his thriving future. Here we see an example of action steps that are listed on both the Applied Studies and high school student vision profiles. If a student has selected their post-high school pathway plan in the game plan survey in Naviance, it will be highlighted with a check on this page. We know that students' plans change over time, so we provide information about all pathway plans. Let's zoom in. Here, we can closely examine specific steps that students can take if they wish to go to college. Links are provided to support the process of paying for college and for students to sign up to visit with colleges at their school. These action steps are intended to pace students with specific actions throughout the school year. Student voice was included in this process used to create the student vision profile. We would like to sincerely thank our Student Senate members and Student School Board members for their assistance. At this time, I'm going to ask Student Senate Representative Fernanda Morante to share her perspective. Fernanda has received an advanced copy of her Student Vision profile and to give her an opportunity to share her thoughts about what it means to her to have this information at her fingertips.
Thank you, Dr. Shaver. Good evening, everyone. You already heard all the technical part of the student vision profile, so I'll just talk about what I got. I had the privilege to get my student vision profile a few weeks ago. And I think it's very helpful. If any of your students or your children have told you, at least in high school, and I'm sure in middle school and elementary school as well, we do a lot of surveys during the year. We do personality tests or career orientation tests and stuff like that. But we don't usually see them being used. I'm sure it's information for a county and stuff like that. But before I saw the student vision profile, I found these surveys kind of pointless because yes, it gave me information, but it was some of it was in Naviance, some of it was on Canvas, it was all over the place. So having all the information that we do the surveys for in one place is really, really easy to access. The student vision profile has all the info I would need in one place. So instead of going to my counselor for something and then going to my student view for something else and then logging into Naviance for something else, everything it's just in one single document, which makes it really helpful. The yellow part that has all the terms defined is also really helpful, not only for me but also for my parents. I didn't grow up in the US, I grew up in Peru, so the American education system was very new for my family, but having those terms there defined was really helpful for my family, especially when I was explaining to them what going to college meant, what I needed to go to college, what's a club or what's an AP class or something like that. And all the links that are embedded into the document give you access to all of those things that you need. It gives me a realistic idea of what I could do or what my strengths are or what my weaknesses are and what I can work on. For example, I want to major in sociology and global affairs, hopefully, in a four-year college. And I'm a senior now, so I did have an idea previously of what schools offer those type of programs. But if I was a sophomore or a junior kind of thinking about that stuff and I didn't have any idea where to start or what colleges offer something that I'm interested in or something like that, the student vision profile also has all of that information in one single place. So it's very helpful. I think it will be also helpful for the families, especially if not only for immigrant families, but also families that have been here in the US for their whole life, but I'm sure different things have changed throughout time. So all the terms being there, all the links embedded into the document is very helpful. And as a student now, I'm kind of glad that the surveys we do during the year actually have a point because I can actually see them. Before that we didn't, but all the info that I put myself, now it's in one place. So other than bragging rights, because I had my student vision profile first, even though I'm a senior, I probably won't use it as much as underclassmen will use it or younger students. But it's still helpful to see my strengths when I'm building my resume or something like that. So I think it's a great tool. I do think as a parent, yeah, you could enforce your student to actually look at it, because that's kind of the point, to actually use it throughout the year. And I think it will also be very, very helpful for counselors, especially seeing your learning styles or your strengths. And then based off that, they can create conversations with the students to see what classes are most appropriate for them and what can be a challenging class or something like that. So I think it's a great tool, and I hope you guys can enjoy it and look over it with your student once you get it.
Thank you so much, Fernanda, for sharing your perspective. It's so valuable and helpful. I want to thank Alyssa, Tracy, and Fernanda for helping with this presentation. And I want to thank all of you for setting aside time this evening to allow us to share information about the Student Vision Profile reports. As I stated at the beginning, I hope you feel and hear our passion for this work and for the students of PWCS. I want to thank the wonderful team who stands beside me and those that collaborate with us on the tireless work for this project. And I leave you with the sentiments that will be shared with each student in their Student Vision Profile, which is that this is the roadmap towards a thriving future, and it begins here. This guide is designed to support you as you engage in meaningful conversations about life after high school. In PWCS, a student's trajectory is limitless. The information provided in the Student Vision Profile report will ensure that all students and their families have the tools necessary to navigate the road that lies ahead. Thank you, and we will now open it up for any questions.
If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to type them in the chat, or you can come off mute and then Dr. Shaver and her team can answer any of your questions.
Hi, thank you so much for sharing. I am, perhaps I missed it, but, and my daughter's in middle school, so I will be able to, as when I log into Parent View as of what day to start looking for the details for, be able to align to see how the program is working and what she did in the 5th grade, because she heard some of it and she's nodding like, yes, I did do that. Yes, I did do that. So I guess now I'm going to log in to kind of start seeing how I can align with her and start probing and go through the formality as what you provided the parents to do.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you said your child's in middle school currently?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so right now there will be a letter that will be coming out hopefully within the next week, that these documents are ready for you to be able to view and see the Student Vision Profile. There will be a letter that will be coming from the school principal letting you know these are ready and available. However, you are able to see what your student has done in their Naviance in terms of lessons by having your student log into Naviance, and they can show you what they've already done. So that's the thing. These Student Vision Profiles are just a snapshot, but the student information is already available because they're doing this through Naviance, and your student can show you what assessments they've already completed and done.
Wonderful. Thank you. Didn't know, but now I do. I'm gonna have her log in tonight. I appreciate it. Great job, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
We have a question in the chat. It says, is there a parent login in Naviance?
We do not have a parent login for Naviance. We do, all of the students can access Naviance through Clever, and that we invite you to have your student sit down and show you and walk you through what they've done and how they've completed these assessments. And what's also important is that these assessments are done in conjunction with classroom lessons with school counselors. So school counselors are talking with the students, and then they're having them participate in taking these assessments. And they're also telling students, go show your parents what you've done and what you've learned about yourself as they've done these assessments as well. So invite you again to use Naviance as a resource to sit and have conversation with your students, and how we've established this to help students learn about themselves, to know themselves best. And Alyssa, Tracy, is there anything else you'd like to add? Okay.
Right, we do have another question in the chat. It says, how does the profile get updated with new interests from the students? Do they need to take a new assessment test? I've seen interests change from being an engineer to wanting to become a lawyer, and I'm wondering how these adjustments would be reflected in the profile for new tracks to appear.
Yeah, that's a great question. So one of the things we're excited about is we're fortunate in our division, we're going to be able to provide this student vision profile report twice a year. And so what we have now, the information is based on data from December. And we'll also be providing another version of this document in June of your students. So if your student did not take or complete an assessment until January, the new version of the student vision profile that they'll get in June will reflect that updated information. However, what's wonderful to know is you can go in at any time with your student and look in Naviance to see what they've done. So for example, your student may not have completed a particular assessment because they didn't have the lesson yet and they didn't do it until January. That's not going to be shown in this student vision profile. However, you could go into Naviance tonight and you can go in with your student and you can look and see currently real live, real-time data based on what they've have completed. And if they haven't completed the assessment that is assigned for their grade level, then they can go ahead and they could do it. They could sit there, do it tonight.
And Dr. Shiver, the other
Yes.
thing I would add is I love the career development framework of that question and recognizing that we're all constantly growing and changing. And so students can retake any of these assessments at any point. There's only one assessment that they can only take one time, which is called the Strength Explorer. And students take that in 8th grade. All other assessments, so the Myers-Briggs, the Holland typology, career cluster interests. Students can retake those because they're growing and they're exposed to new information and new experiences. Thank you.
And just to continue that, when a student makes their update to Naviance and we pull that information, the new information would then be reflected on that student vision profile the next time that it is run.
Do we have any other questions? All right. Yes, twice a year, correct?
Yes, twice a year. And I would invite you, for those who like to do those memory boxes, you know, when it comes in, to go through, download, print it out, and you can put it in the memory box.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Dr. Shaver, Ms. Bridges, Ms. Main, and Fernanda for joining us tonight. This session is being recorded, so as a follow-up tomorrow, I will make sure to send you the video recording as well as the PowerPoint presentation for tonight so that you have it as a resource to use. We've also put a survey link in the chat. Just let us know how we're doing, how you enjoyed this presentation, and then any recommendations for future family engagement series. So again, thank you so much to the College Career and Student Support Team for joining us tonight and for a wonderful presentation. And I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Ms. Boyd, I just wanted to remind our participants, Ms. Bridges put in the chat the link to the live Student Vision Profile website that families can go and look at it right now to see what those samples look like, and the videos as well. So that is in the chat here as well.
Perfect. And then I'll go ahead and also include that in your email tomorrow as a follow-up.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for being here and joining us. We appreciate you. And please provide us your feedback. We want to make this the best resource we can for all families.
Thank you.
Buenas
شكرا
noches.
شكرا